Hi everyone, my name is Axel Bravo, and I just really briefly wanted to talk about my new song "Let My People Go" that released about a month ago now. At this point, a lot of it was really inspired by the political climate of today, but it relates to a lot of history, which I felt was topical for today's politics, but relatable also to various different groups of people. A lot of this song is heavily inspired by 1950s rock and roll, specifically Elvis. If you listen to this song and you listen to Elvis's That's Alright, it's heavily inspired by that song. I loved watching the Elvis movie. That song specifically, him performing it live, I just love the vibe of that, so I wanted to do that, but a little bit faster. So this song is currently in 150 BPM throughout the entire thing. Somebody else I was really inspired by was Juan Carlos Alvarado. A lot of you will not know who that is. I grew up with him for most of my life, and a lot of the jubilation songs, the jubilo songs, very reminiscent of what I used in this song as well. Just to pay homage and things that I really loved. Something else I was really heavily inspired by was using biblical language because, I mean, a lot of blues players used it. Elvis uses it himself, and I grew up with it. I know it, and I decided why not use that as the basis for all the lyrics. It's relatable, it's understandable, and I think people will get the message pretty clearly. And I love a lot of the lyrics that I came up with, and I have this written down on the project itself. Specifically verse 3, which I didn't get to sing. I'll talk about the band that helped me out with this. From Exodus to city streets, history echoes through distant beats. The Red Sea parted, but chains still show. Raise your voice, let them know. Storm clouds gather, prophets weep. Truth is burned, wounds run deep. Time goes by and the people change, and wake up now, the message is the same. And the reason why I wanted to keep this and have this line in there is because no matter what country or part of history you're really looking at, is that line is true. Here in the United States, of course, Japanese internment, you have slavery, you have the fight for civil rights, you have what's going on now with the ICE raids, but this happens in all parts of history throughout various different countries, and I thought it was powerful, it's symbolic, and it means something to me and to a lot of people. Now, this video is not going to be a comprehensive breakdown of everything that I've done for this song, but I do want to highlight a lot of the important things that I did do, some things that I'm proud of, some things that I want to change, and just overall different parts of this song. And first and foremost, a big shout out to General Ed. It's a band that I'm part of. I am their drummer. Michael and Gabriel, they're amazing guys. They helped me out with this song. Michael helped me out with bass and with some of the vocals as well. They helped me record live drums. So I have MIDI drums and then I have live drums stacked on top of that as well. Gabriel, amazing guitarist. He helped with playing guitar parts. I recorded no guitar originally for this song, and he stepped up and he played the guitar, and he also did the solo for this song. So huge shout out to him. Just beginning with the song, I want to show off. Here's the MIDI bass. Very reminiscent of the bass for That's Alright in Elvis's live performance. And here's Michael's performance of that live, and we just layered them on top of each other. So here are them together. Something that I've been challenging myself with the most this year is I want to use horns. I really want to use horns. However, I used to use GarageBand. I've moved on to Logic, and Logic's horns better, but not great. There's a lot of fine tuning that needs to be done with the horns specifically to make them sound good. So I want to show you really quick what these horns sound like, just completely naked. Let's see if I can do that. Turn all that off, turn off all the sends as well. This is what the horns sound like by themselves. Not bad. They have their own part, right? I've orchestrated this. I have two different saxophones, two different trumpets. I have two different trombones. That's the raw horns, but after adding everything else, this is what the horns sound like. A lot bigger, a lot more presence. It feels like they're in a big stadium and in a big stage, and that's the vibe I wanted to get, because this is just like Elvis's live performance, and I wanted to capture that in some sort of way. And just so everyone knows who Juan Carlos Alvarado is, the reference that I said I make throughout, you can hear this throughout the entire song. It's the transition from the chorus into the verse, or he does it sometimes in the verse to the chorus, but it's this little part right here. It's that little bump, 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 bump. Something that he uses, one of his most well-known songs is Cristo no está muerto. That's where I got it from. And this song, I play Let My People Go in the key of A. Usually I love singing in the key of C, but A just fit perfectly for myself, for Michael, as well. And so this is just G sharp A. G sharp A. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so that's all I'm doing there. I don't have that many vocals in the songs, but I do have quite a bit. I have everything is not labeled properly because at some point I just got really tired of labeling everything correctly. So some of these are verses, some of them are choruses. I think one specifically is just the bridge. I don't remember which one. These appear to be all the backing vocals though, all the different backgrounds that I ended up doing. But I know this is verse 1. This is Michael's. Yeah, it's at least that's labeled differently.
Chains at the border walls rising high. Families torn under watchful eye. Pharaohs in suits with hearts of stone, preaching freedom, but we stand alone.
And there's a lot of that Bible imagery that I was talking about. And for a lot of these vocals, it's recorded twice. So when you see my recording in orange here, and then you see Michael's in this purple color, it's because we recorded it once, then we recorded it twice. We didn't copy and paste and do it over again. No, every single recording is an original recording. It sounds more authentic. It sounds a little bit better, especially when we do multiple takes and stuff. And I won't get too much into the vocal chain of what I have, but very briefly, you can see it off here to the side. I have an EQ, I have a compressor, de-esser, I have an expander here, I have another compressor at the very bottom, and then all ties into this auto-tune. And very light auto-tune for the most part. What I will say though is that even if I redid certain parts just did not come out good for me, so I just corrected it slightly, whatever parts that I needed to, with the graph tool, and try to make it sound as good as possible. Something I wish I did redo was the bridge, and it's the last line, shout for love, cast out fear. It's slightly flat. And it bugs me so much, but it's something most people won't notice. Maybe some people will, but it just bugs me.
Marching strong with the trumpet sound, voices rise, the battle's near. Shout for love, cast out fear.
It's just slightly flat. It's slightly flat. It needed to go a little higher, and I didn't notice it when I was mixing and mastering everything, but it came out good. It was subtle enough for me not to care too much about it, really. But that's really it. That's all I really wanted to show with this song. It means a lot to me. It's one of the more passionate songs I've ever been with. Within the last maybe 6 months, I've been producing music for a while, ever since 2020 when COVID hit and I wanted to start making music. But specifically last year, I feel like I've gotten to a place where I'm decent enough at producing my own music, and I want to do more, and I think I can do more, and I'm working on more songs. I'm working on another song that will hopefully come out before December of this year, and I want to keep going in this process. And I just want to say thank you so much for listening. Thank you for General Ed for helping out and contributing with this song. You can find it on Apple Music, Spotify. It's on YouTube. I created a music video as well if you want to check that out. It just means a lot to me for you just to listen to the song and understand where I'm coming from, what the message is about, what it means, and what it can mean to a lot of different people. So thank you, and hopefully I'll see you next time.